The endless blue of the Pacific seemed calmer than ever that summer day. A thin layer of mist drifted over the ocean, and the sunlight traced silver lines across the waves. But beneath this calm, a storm powerful enough to alter the course of history was brewing. June 1942. In the middle of the Pacific, a tiny coral atoll, Midway, was about to host a battle that would determine the future of humanity. Above, the rising sun of Japan. Below, the steel-blue might of America. And both sides knew, this battle will decide who truly rules the Pacific. 6 months earlier, the Japanese Imperial Navy had shocked the United States with their attack on Pearl Harbor. This attack targeted not just a harbor, but a nation's pride, confidence, and patience. After Pearl Harbor, Japan sought to expand across the Pacific, creating a vast empire. Midway, located at the heart of the Pacific, was a crucial link in this chain. If Midway fell, Hawaii would be vulnerable. The U.S. would be forced to retreat in the Pacific. Japan would reach the peak of its imperial ambitions. Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto devised a plan unlike any seen before. But there was something he did not know. The Americans had broken the Japanese naval codes. Thus, the scales of fate began to tip. On the eve of battle, two colossal forces faced each other in the Pacific. Japanese Imperial Fleet, 4 aircraft carriers, Akagi, Kaga, Soryu, Hiryu, 7 battleships, 248 warplanes, thousands of experienced pilots, legendary veterans of Pearl Harbor. The Japanese fleet was, at that time, the deadliest naval force in the world. Their pilots knew the Pacific skies like the back of their hands. United States Pacific Fleet, 3 aircraft carriers, Enterprise, Hornet, Yorktown, less experienced pilots, several ships still under repair, but their morale was high and determination stronger than ever. The Japanese outnumbered them. They were superior in experience, stronger in firepower. Yet war is decided not only by numbers, but by the subtle touches of fate. Admiral Yamamoto's plan was among the most intricate naval operations in history. The strategy: 1. Attack Midway. 2. Lure the American carriers out. 3. Ambush them in open waters and destroy them in one strike. Thus, America would be unable to continue fighting in the Pacific, but the very strength of the plan was its weakness. It was too complex. And the Americans, having broken Japanese codes, knew the plan down to the smallest detail. At 4:30 a.m., Japanese planes appeared in the skies like a black swarm, and the horizon of Midway burned. Bombs rained upon the coral island, shaking the ground and painting the sky in fiery colors. The Midway defense was weak, but determined. The Americans knew even if the island fell, the Japanese main target was not the island itself, the aircraft carriers. Thus, the U.S. carriers stayed hidden, waiting quietly, like predators anticipating their prey. When the first Japanese attack hit, American dive bombers responded. Many failed to hit their targets, falling victim to enemy fire. It was one of the most harrowing moments of the battle. Young American pilots were on near-suicidal missions. Yet, this sacrifice would change history. 10:22 a.m., the moment that would define the Pacific War. American torpedo planes attacked the Japanese carriers, yet nearly all were shot down by the Japanese Zero fighters. In the chaos above, the Japanese pilots were unaware. The torpedo planes had drawn their defenses downward. The upper sky, the most critical altitude, was now unprotected. At that moment, American dive bombers appeared from the clouds. Suddenly, the sky seemed to split. Dauntless bombers launched a deadly vertical assault. In minutes, Akagi, Kaga, Soryu turned into blazing infernos. The Japanese command was stunned. Pilots looked up, astonished, unable to comprehend the sudden strike. The fate of the Pacific changed in those 5 minutes. The Japanese fleet had only 1 aircraft carrier left. Hiryu. Commanded by Admiral Taman Yamaguchi, it was like the final stand of a samurai. Hiryu's pilots launched a heroic attack, managing to heavily damage the USS Yorktown. Yet the next day, American aircraft found Hiryu. Bombs rained down from the sky, setting the ship ablaze. Admiral Yamaguchi chose to go down with his ship, a testament to honor and duty. Hiryu's sinking became a symbol in Japanese naval history. Command arrives with honor and departs with honor. The Battle of Midway was more than a military victory. It was a turning point in World War II. Japan could never replace the 4 lost aircraft carriers. Most of its veteran pilots were lost. Japan retreated into defense in the Pacific. The United States launched a counteroffensive, island by island, ultimately pushing Japan back. Historians say, without Midway, the Pacific map today would look entirely different. An American pilot wrote in his diary, "That day, we didn't just defend the Pacific, we saved our future." The quiet coral reefs of Midway still bear the marks of that great struggle. Beneath the waves, steel wrecks lie as silent witnesses to 72 hours that changed humanity. And each sunken ship whispers to the ocean. History is sometimes decided in mere minutes.